Hey guys, hopefully I sound okay. Haven't been on this computer in a minute, so if it sounds weird, aha, I caught a weird OBS thing. Let me kill that. Gone. All right. Let me know if I need to adjust anything. This computer has a different microphone, and unfortunately, my OBS settings save between both computers, so I have to try to remember whereabouts I leave everything at. But hopefully, you guys jamming on some Rock Band, hell yeah. Hopefully, you guys had a good week the last week. Hopefully, you guys had a good Thanksgiving. We can talk about all that. We can talk about all this plastic that's in front of me, too. Also, I will start some music. Hang on, I'm going to listen to myself over here. I think I sound okay. Just a slight delay, but that's good enough. All right, we'll turn some music on. Hopefully that's not too loud. Boom. All right, we're set up and good to go. Cool. So, I got an order right before Thanksgiving from a person in Japan, and they ordered Mumei. So I finished printing Mumei, but I need to get her off the support so I can cure her and sand her. So we're going to start with Mumei tonight, but I also have Dooby, I have Petra, and Saba, and I have a lot of plastic that needs to be addressed. So I won't get it all tonight, but we'll start with Mumei, Dooby, Hornet, and Petra. That should be enough to fill up a whole night. So we got lots to do and plenty to talk about. So I'll just let people trickle on in while I get it put together here. Actually, I don't want to dump it all out because I don't want to break anything. Hopefully none of these are wet. Oh, I have another paper towel here. Simple tools of the trade tonight: X-Acto knife and snippers. But we also want paper towels, that way we can keep our parts dry. And I don't smear resin, isopropyl alcohol over my nice desk. I've already done that over here. If you see those smudges, that's where that came from. That's not paint. That's the resin eating at the plastic. Because it turns out resin's pretty nasty stuff. Which is why I have gloves on, because this stuff isn't fully cured. And that comes after we get it off the supports. And Mumei's a big girl. She's 3 build plates, so 3 runs through the printer to get all the parts done. Which means a lot of parts we need to trim up here. Sorry for the slightly late start, too. I normally start around 7, but I just had too much going on getting back to work and getting back to normal after the holiday. I needed the extra hour. But I didn't even take a whole hour. I started pretty early. I only did that because I wanted to prove Wildcard wrong. So I'm normally like 5 to 10 minutes late. And he was probably betting on me being late. And I thought, you know what? I can show up 10 minutes early. One more paper towel. Cool. Hornet is like 6 pieces, so we can tuck her in at any point. Alright. Spare box. I already got my trash bag right here, ready to go. I've got White Bat audio playing. Credit is in the description. Oh, my energy drink's over there. Hang on 1 second. I need my energy potion. Okay, I need my energy potion. Hopefully I didn't just kill the stream. No, okay. I set my headset down right on my keyboard. And then I set my headset down right on my keyboard. And then I set my headset down right on my keyboard. Okay, bunch of old man noises, sorry. Where can I put this? Maybe that's old man noises, sorry. Maybe that's cool. Alright guys, we're ready to get started. Cool. Alright guys, we're ready to get started. I unmuted myself on YouTube over here. Okay. Sorry, that created an echo. That should be fixed now. Oh, man. Yeah, rude. Yeah. Rude to call me out for being late. But it is true. I am late frequently. Alright, I think we're going to start with the easy pieces, just to get a good flow going. So, hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I know I already said that. I had to. It's because my dad does a Thanksgiving the Saturday after, because he just gave up trying to compete, because everyone wants to do it on Thanksgiving Day. So it's like, do I do it with my family? Do I do it with my girlfriend's family? Like, how do we figure this out? So my dad used to do it the Friday after, but then people would show up, eat, and then go Black Friday shopping, or they'd show up after Black Friday shopping, eat, and then sleep. So we've been doing it this Saturday after for a few number of years now, and it's been good because all the Black Friday shopping's out of the way. All the people who need to do it Thanksgiving Day has been taken care of. And now we just have a whole Saturday to hang out, eat, and play games, which is great. I finally got to play Scythe, if you guys remember me unboxing that game, and I really love Scythe. That was a really fun board game. I'm glad my fiance bought it for me. Played it with my brothers and my stepbrother. It is like a 2-hour long game, but we played 2 games of it. Hey, what's up, Exodus? Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm sorry, is the new streamer thing to say welcome home? I can say it because I'm parodying the guy, but I can't believe the guy said that. To people coming over to him from another streamer's chat, say welcome home. Like, I might have been at home at the other guy's chat. That's the only thing. I should claim it. Yeah. It's cringe how he says it, dude. It's been pretty funny. I wasn't able to watch like every video and every restream and every recap, so that's kind of what like yesterday and today has been for me. Is watching one of my favorite streamers, the Almighty Tevin. Shout out to him. I'm not streaming on Twitch right now because Streamlabs hasn't gotten back to me about the multi-stream issue, so this is YouTube only. But I made my start on YouTube, so I was going to keep it to YouTube. But hopefully, man, the support's kind of chewed up her shoulder. Put that in the box. Sorry, I haven't done this in a minute, so I gotta make sure I'm keeping everything on the camera. Yeah, not only was it weird how he said it, but like I said, like to say it to an audience that's coming over from a collab. But I did catch, I'm glad the Kino Casino's back from their break. They've got a lot of content to catch up on. And I mean, it's really, Tevin did a recap too, and it's really weird how a lot of the talking points from last year with the Kino Casino are being regurgitated this year with Asmongold. Right around the same time of year, too. Is really funny how it lines up, because it was like Black Friday last year and Black Friday this year. But, he's, hey, what's up, Mercenary? What was I going to say? Oh, I was also saying, what PPP pointed out was you put this guy in front of 1 million people and he can't grab an audience and hold on to it, which I'm kind of, I struggle with. I get it, but I'm not someone who's been doing it 15 years and not someone who's been crying for 15 years to say, hey, someone needs to give me a chance. Once you give me a chance, I'll prove it to you guys. And he gets a tiny bump and then it's, all back to normal. More interesting, depression, I guess. Star Citizen has now made $900 million and there's no release date. Oh my god. These guys have made $1 billion trying to make a video game and they don't have a video game. That is insane. Sorry, we gotta. There we go. Again, I just gotta keep telling myself to make sure the camera sees it. Make sure the camera sees it. Got little feathers here. We've done a lot of Mumeis on the Etsy store, so I'm quite familiar with all the parts here. And interestingly, Mumei also revealed an issue with one of the slicing softwares I used, where for some reason on some supports, it doesn't render properly, so I had to re-support some of these pieces to get them to print without errors. No one expects you to be big streamer man. Yeah, I've always wanted to be big streamer man though, but... Is there one where we know Mumei is wearing commando or wearing underwear? I can assure you, all of the ones you'll see on my Etsy store and you'll see me work with on camera, they all have underwear. But I do have models that lack underwear, but not for Mumei. Actually, I think all the Hololive girls are dressed. But, I don't know, if you wanted, like, power from Chainsaw Man. I have those too. But you wouldn't see it anyway. She wears like 3 skirts, but there's her leg and her butt and her underwear. Now, I'd like to think if you put me in front of 1,000 people or 1 million people that hopefully I could win over some bump in viewership. Hey, what's up, Dorzo? Hope you've been well. Your new printer shows up tomorrow. What printer did you get? And hopefully it's not a Saturn 16K. The Saturn 4 16K. Because I got one of those and I was severely disappointed in it. I overpaid for it. Bamboo Labs P2S. Okay, I've heard good things about Bamboo Labs, but I don't own one. But yeah, that's exciting. I kind of want to sell my Saturn 4 Ultra 16K and buy another Saturn 3. The Saturn 3 is just like been such a powerhouse. Like, and it doesn't have any of the bells and whistles, but it does exactly what it needs to without any issues that the Saturn 4 has. But before I do that, I was thinking about it while walking Rocky today. I haven't done anything from game that I promised to do from game day last year. I haven't done the apartment tour, and I haven't done the Rocky walking video. So I think I'm going to set up my 3D printing setup correctly before I do the apartment tour. Because I don't want to do the apartment tour and have people be like, you don't have adequate ventilation, etc., etc. I'm like, yeah, I know. So I think I'm gonna, before I record that, I'm just gonna get everything set up right. Or I just won't even show the 3D printing arrangement. I'll just put a big sheet over it. But yeah, that's the 3D printing. I can't show it to you. It's classified. I had a nice resin printer, but I didn't have a good filament printer. I need Warhammer Terrain. Oh, I guess that makes sense to print it on the filament. Yeah, I've had people approach me with requests for 3D printing, but it's like, bro, you don't want resin to do what you want to do. Is it just generic panties for Mumei? Yeah, it's just generic panties. I don't know if you can see the detail in the camera. Please don't flag me, YouTube. Like I said, you won't even see it because she's got a skirt and... Actually, okay, so she has 2 skirts, not 3 skirts. I over-exaggerated. Nimi has 4 skirts, which I think is pretty crazy. But yeah, just normal underwear. Got a lot of painting to do. I have a lot of painting to do too, man. I feel you there. I just finished the Virginia painting for my giveaway, like a month late. I have a Christmas present that I've been trying to work on for a friend that I kept putting off because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm like good enough to do it. But now that I feel like I'm good enough to do it, I've got people who are like, hey, I want to pay you to paint this. So I'm starting to take painting commissions, and now I'm like, oh shoot, I won't have time to paint the stuff that I want to paint. Because I want to paint Asuka from Evangelion. I got a gift sculpt of her from Patreon. Shoot. And I have Ryoko and Satsuki from Kill la Kill, which I want to paint together. And then there's I have a Guts figure that I need to print and paint, and then a Dimitri figure. But if I'm doing commission painting, I can't paint for myself. I'm gonna have to paint for the customer. Does Nimi wear plain panties or something fancy? She wears more lacy stuff in the 3D print. I don't know if that's character sheet accurate, but that's what the artist went with. I can show you the file later, Mercenary, if you're interested. Sorry if you hear my phone ringing. Didn't silence it. Just have the scam calls have been unbearable, and I can't believe they're calling me at like 8 o'clock at my time. Just constant like RNG'd numbers I've never seen before. They never call you back from the same number. They never leave a voicemail, and it's all different people every time. Well, it's all different numbers every time, but they're all trying to get me to sign up for their Medicare plan. I'm not old enough for Medicare. And I've given up answering and requesting them to put me on a do not call list or anything. So I just ignore them now. But like ignoring them has made me realize just how many scam calls I get a day from these guys. So, what was I saying? Painting. You have a game store that opened up near me. You want a 40k army ready? Nice. I heard a War Machine was coming back, and I would be interested in getting back into that. I liked Warhammer. I just thought it was a little bit of a commitment between the size of an army that you needed to play and the amount of time that you needed to do a match too. So I found War Machine to be a little bit more agreeable, where you could get things done. can get multiple games done in a session. Because it would also suck. It's like if you only had 2 hours to play and you can only fit in one game and you lost that game and you can't run it back because, oh no, the store's closing, you know, or I'm out of time, I got to go home to the wife or whatever. But yeah, if you could fit multiple games in, it feels better because then you have more chances to learn and adapt and get into a flow. My friend and I play one-page rules, 3D printed friendly. Nice. I like the 3D printed friendly rule. I don't know what one-page rules are. Is that like a condensed, easier rule set? Or simplified rule set? Oh, nice. Yeah, War Machine's 3D printer friendly. They sell the files. I mean, the new company that picked them up is 3D printer friendly. I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, you can either play like the takedown game like Warhammer does and like try to find every website in the corner of the internet, on every corner of the internet, and try to take everything down. Or you can be like Trench Crusade and War Machine. Be like, okay, we know 3D printers are there. Here, we'll just make the files for you, and then we have some like premium characters that we want you to buy from us that we don't want to be 3D printed. So that way there's still some incentive to sign up on the Patreon or go to the store and buy the characters and stuff. Or we'll sell terrain or, other pieces that you need. But yeah, I feel like Games Workshop's a little behind on how to make people happy. I've been seeing some like YouTube shorts of edits from like the Warhammer Plus stuff. And I think the Warhammer Plus stuff looks cool and I want to sign up for it, but the price just isn't there. I'm a sucker for their lore. Thankfully they've got a strong IP/lore to, really help carry the franchise, because I think Games Workshop, I don't know, kind of gross. Can't scoot that far forward into this desk. I don't know, I think it's cool that animators who make fan projects get picked up by them. Like the guy who did Astartes. But then it's like, okay, you have to delete all your work. You can't reference it anywhere. You can't keep it up anywhere. So you deny the fans access to something that helped build this guy's career. Now, the Adeptes guy, he can't be responsible for fan re-uploads, as long as it's not on his own channel. But I don't know, it just feels really scummy. There was a 3D artist that I follow who also had a Titus figure, and it's just a fan figure. Now, they did come out with a Titus figure eventually, but it was like a year after they cease and desist this artist for selling a Titus file, and I thought it was in poor taste, especially since the official product was in inferior quality compared to what we could 3D print at home. And I had a very nice person in that Discord like, oh hey, I see you're subbed to their Patreon. I'll sneak you the file since you can't buy it anymore. So I have a little bit of forbidden tech in my 3D printing. But yeah, the Warhammer lore is great. Most of the games are good. I'm still playing through Rogue Trader, and I love it a lot. I was recommending it to some family members over Thanksgiving. some people who I know who are into Warhammer because they've played like Dawn of War or Dark Tide or other titles. I was like, you play Baldur's Gate? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And you like Warhammer 40k? And like, yeah. I'm like, okay, you need to play Rogue Trader. I think I bought Rogue Trader for my wife. I need to check into that so we can play it together. Horus Heresy is the only good thing about Warhammer. Are you talking about the books? Because I remember I was trying to show Jill. She was like, oh, what Warhammer books should I read to start? And I was like, look, there's not really an order. But, you know, you can start here, or something like that. And she just, like, Amazon searches Warhammer books and gets hit with 200 results. You know, kind of insane. I really hope her glove printed correctly. Why does that not look right? It's okay, I think. It'll be in the back. No, I'm not playing Zomboid. What's up, Inked? How are you doing? Read the first 4 books of Horus Heresy and go from there. Okay, cool. At least I have a starting point. I think one of the cosplay channels had Space Marine helmets they sold. Games Workshop stopped with a few moments later. Yeah, there's a cosplay Patreon that I follow. Just free follow. I don't send them any money. But you can 3D print cosplay props. And so they had like Halo helmets, Helldiver helmets, you know, dog tags, badges, all sorts of stuff. I was to the point where like Gondel and I were even thinking about, because he has the 3D printer too. We were talking about the next time we go to an anime convention that we go to some Helldivers or something. But we'd have to, you know, 3D print all the gear and stuff and assemble it and paint it and everything. And then I saw this channel got Games Workshop came through and was like, yeah, you have to take down all your Space Marine stuff. Holy shit. Inked Blessing with the $100 super chat. The Aka super. It is not overdue. You don't owe anything, man. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the support, dude. I know I'm way overdue, but here's the dowry. No, I hope you're doing well, man. I appreciate you giving me the tips on Project Zomboid. The playthrough I'm running right now is the best one that I've ever had, but like I don't know how you can screw up a start like the one that I got. Like I spawned next to a police car that had the keys in it and had gasoline and like 6 nightsticks in it. But then the other problem is there's like a bunch of zombies that spawned. So I've just been fighting for my life trying to clear out the neighborhood I spawned in. But let's get you up on the leaderboard. I need some things 3D printed, but they're too big and my printer's too small. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it nightsticks, the little police clubs? Isn't that what they're called? I told you this. I ran through all of them during the helicopter event. Oh, yes. Wildcard, thank you so much for the care package. I was bragging about it a little bit. I was like, I got all these Alaskan goodies to try out. No, thank you so much, dude. Haven't tried any of it yet because I've been away. But I'm really looking forward to trying the holiday tea you sent. Yeah, he sent salmon too. I need to find some vegan cream cheese to go with the salmon dip he sent, because I can't eat regular cream cheese. So I wonder if I could just eat the dip as dip without putting anything in it. But following the instructions, it says to mix it with cream cheese. And they have good vegan cream cheese, like Miyoko's or whatever. But yeah. I will be cracking into that this week. Some cool jellies and jams he sent too. And honey. Stuff that will get eaten, because I'm fat. Yeah, 50 months, time flies. Dude, yeah, it does, doesn't it? We're coming up on the end of 2025 here too. And there's stuff that I've been meaning to do since like 2023 that I still haven't gotten around to yet. But part of that's been not to dwindle on health too much, because it's such a I don't know, depressing topic these days, but part of what I've been sick with has like sapped my motivation. Like, I guess you can call it like depression, but I'm feeling so much better and everything is in the direction that needs to be going, so I want to get back to making stuff again. You were 230 pounds last time I saw you? Dang, you didn't look that big. Wasn't sure about the hot alcohol, so I only sent one. Nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. I can't... I found that they make non-alcoholic beers that actually taste pretty good. I always thought they tasted like crap in the past, but whatever food science brewery magic... Hey, what's up, Abby? That they've come up with recently. They've made non-alcoholic beer taste really good. Not really good, but passable. When am I collaborating with Asmongold? I would hope that if I collabed with Asmongold, I could get more than like. I heard about the. I don't remember which channel it was, but there was someone that collabed with Asmongold and got like over 100,000 subscribers. And it's like, that's career level of subscribership. That I would hope if I had a chance to go on like a 1 million sub channel, that I could get a viewership like that. I don't know. I think my cope is like, I don't market myself a lot. And my recent cope has been my health. But I think if I knew how to market myself better, if I had a marketing chance, that I could grow. Just so you know, they run the regular beer through a de-alcoholizer, and it leaves trace amounts of ABV in it. As long as I don't go crazy, I shouldn't get too sick from it. It looks like milk chocolate. The other resin that I used, the yellow stuff, I had people say it looks like butter. The color is supposed to be red clay. The camera doesn't make it look as red as it does in real life. It is more Sierra in color. But this stuff's very toxic. You wouldn't want to eat it. It gets dark because it gets oxygenated? The beer or the parts? Yeah, I don't know what you're sending me. Or what got you covered means. I thought you were talking about wax. No, the resin, the parts that are printed. There's no wax on them. Can I? Oh. Nope, this is it for camera positioning. I need to make a better desk situation. Maybe I needed to do a Black Friday $3,000 shopping stream. So I'm not too worried about leaving little bumps on the parts, because after I cure it, we'll come in and sand her. But right now, we got to get it off. No Dremel? So you're like the second person who suggested a Dremel, and I always thought Dremels were a little bit too harsh. I don't want to accidentally damage the surface, because you want a smooth surface in order to paint everything. I sent you the photo. You're an inspiration. I inspired you to lose weight? No, that's awesome. I'll check it out and show the chat. No, I'm kidding. I won't show it. I'll check it out in a little bit, dude. Was I not the red tool guy? I'm that M2 grinder I'm about to buy. You have to use different grades like you would with sanding paper. 40 pounds lost. Man, congrats, dude. You weigh as much as I do now. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to be... I got laid off, Doors, though. I don't know if you heard. I lost my job. It all started back in 2005, or however the story goes. No, I got laid off, and I got laid off like... They called me Thursday at like 11 p.m. and by 11 a.m. the next day, I was home. Company car gone, laptop gone, all my projects turned over, insurance turned off. You have work for me? I found a new job now. No. I'm catching him up on the first layoff. I have a new job now that I've been working at for over a month now, which I really like. But yeah, sorry, if you wanted Milwaukee stuff, I'm no longer the hookup for that. You're still at the mill? Hopefully the mill pays well. I remember you talking about the plans. You guys are trying to do like 7 days on, 7 days off, or something like that. Okay, that's all her hair. Mills don't pay well, they pay the contractors better? Really? I would know they pay me. Yeah, I make good money too. Not as much as I was making at the last job, but I mean, it's like I didn't go having to work like an hourly job or something. That would have sucked. I thought it was over for me because I tried going back to an old company that I used to work for, and they were sad to see me go because I was a good employee, and I was like, oh hey, that company that headhunted me, they they laid me off. Can I come back? And they brought me back, and no, they had positions. I interviewed for the position, and they told me I didn't interview well. I was like, how the hell can I not interview well? I was like your top salesman when I was working for you. I'm like, oh, but you didn't blah 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 blah. I was like, yeah, I worked a different job at the job I got poached for. Anyway, it was really silly. But I ended up at a better spot. HRBS, yeah, something like that. I was like, I didn't match to the description of what they were looking for because the previous job title didn't match what they were hiring from or something like that. I was like, whatever. The trades treated me well. Bro, sometimes I wish I did some sort of trade. I think it would have been cool to be a carpenter. Because my dad, he does DIY stuff, but he knows carpentry pretty well because his grandfather and great-grandfather were carpenters. And I think it would have been cool. I probably could have done that. Not as dangerous as welding and not as gross as plumbing. Or not as dangerous as electricians. That's what I should say. Still dangerous, but I mean, it's like you lose a finger or something. You know? You get maimed. It's not life or death like electricity is. So I don't trust HR. They never hire the right people for their jobs. Well, I joined a very small but rapidly growing company that has a very narrow product line. So it's a very focused product. So very focused in certain industries. So it's not like my last jobs where it's like, oh, John Doe, I'm sorry to hear that you're homeless. Except I know you're memeing. What was I saying? So it's not like my last jobs where it's go sell to everyone. Now it's I sell to certain fields, so I can tell at a glance when I'm driving down the highway. It's like I can sell to them, not them, them, not them, them, you know, that kind of stuff. A bunch of Sparkies here. I knew an electrician at an automotive plant. And I asked him why he wanted to become an electrician. So he used to be a die setter before he became an electrician. And a die setter, they're the guys that put the dies in the presses. And I mean, these are giant pieces of machinery, like thousands of tons of power. Because what they're doing is they're stamping through sheet metal, like your car doors, your car hoods, the floors, all that stuff. So boom, 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 boom. Huge, huge presses, like 3 stories tall, fill up a whole warehouse, like massive pieces of machinery. But they have to take these presses out and they have to clean them of like burrs and oil them up and clean them up and all that sort of stuff. Sometimes they have to do repairs and things like that for the parts that hook into the actual press head and things like that. And he told me his last day as a die setter, they had finished doing all the die work. So the dies, they like come together like a clamshell design. They hook in together. And so while they're working on it, they have one half of the die held up by a crane, you know, and all the straps and everything holding it in place so it doesn't fall. And all the other guys are working on this part down here. And so they give the all clear and they start putting this part back down. And one of the guys goes, oh, wait, my flashlight, and climbs back in at the last second, loses his life over a $10 flashlight. And so this guy said, that was my last day as a die setter, and I signed up to be an electrician apprentice the next day. I was like, holy cow. I work on transmitters, drives, and PLCs. Do you work on VFDs at all? But yeah, industrial machinery. I was joking about this with my wife, but if we haven't seen I finally got her to finish part 1 of Chainsaw Man, and we saw the Chainsaw Man movie together. So in Chainsaw Man, long story short, they have devils that show up and they terrorize humans or whatever, and the devils are representations of different fears that humans have, and the strength of the devil ties to how strongly humans fear it. You know, so like the sea cucumber devil is not very strong, but the the death devil is supposedly the strongest, you know. So, you know, there's your scale, right? And she was joking that, oh, if they had a spider devil, or if we had, you know, talking about some of her fears that she would feed that devil enough energy to take over humankind by herself. And I was like, I don't think it works that way, but okay, I get it. You're very scared of this concept. And I was like, if they had an industrial machinery devil or a spinning equipment devil, you know, like a lathe or something, that would be the one that I would be like, oh yeah, you found my nemesis. Good job. Because that stuff's, all that stuff's pretty dangerous. One Cult Vid Part 2. Yeah, I have to finish Cult Vid Part 1. My engineer has a hard-on for Siemens stuff. Siemens is okay. Now, the cult video was... I don't know. I don't like to talk about it a whole lot because I just feel like a, I don't know, a loser in a way. But I don't know. I guess this doesn't have to be a private opinion. I just feel like making content on DSP is like you can just do whatever you want, just as long as you say Dark Side Phil is bad, and then you'll get people who will watch it, subscribe to you, and sign up. Like, I was putting all this effort into a video that you it just ultimately didn't matter. You know, it felt like I was putting effort in something that didn't need effort put into it. You can get away with some of the lowest level slop in that universe and make it. So that was what was really the big impetus for me moving on. Guy I worked with worked at a railroad company. They had a room for melting metal, and there's a room where there's a bucket that has a top that is above the worker heads filled with molten metal. Oh, jeez. Drinking streams were lit. Oh, man. I had fun doing those. I would love to do them again. I mean, my health just right now, though, I probably won't be able to drink alcohol again for the rest of my life. Which sucks, because every once in a while, it's like, oh, man, I crave a beer or a glass of wine, or, you know, seltzers are really popular. Would love to try one of those, you know. Did I develop an ulcer? No, I have a liver thing going on. What streams? Drinking streams. I used to do streams where we'd have rules that if something happened, we'd all take a drink. I didn't realize I had gotten that bad. No, it wasn't even from my drinking, because I hadn't drank alcohol in 2 years. And then I saw a gastroenterologist, a new one, and he measures my liver, ultrasounds my liver, does a couple of things. And it's something else, but it's not from drinking alcohol, but he was like, I don't think it was from drinking, because I hadn't drank alcohol in 2 years by the time I got it looked at. I'm a raging alcoholic. Yeah, those streams were a lot of fun. And then I remember the time I was like, oh wait, I forgot to buy beer. That's okay. I'll do the drinking stream with whiskey instead. And ended up crying on stream. That one was something else. Rubbing alcohol for outside wounds, drinking alcohol for inside wounds. It's crazy. I have tons of IPA around me these days. Not India Pale Ales, but isopropyl alcohol. But that's for treating the 3D printed stuff. I'm a horrible alchemist because I don't know the exact chemistry behind it. But I do know that there's something in the IPA that breaks down the resin and stops it from doing resin stuff, so then it doesn't accidentally cure more than it needs to. As I say, IPA is probably what messed you up. No, I drank Coors Light when I did the drinking streams. Nothing crazy. At least I don't think it was crazy. It was a lot of Coors Light though. I don't know. I passed on the drinking game rules to a couple other streamers, but since the guy doesn't play Street Fighter anymore, I think those days are long gone for everyone. What does isopropyl alcohol do? So you use it to clean the 3D prints. Because when this comes off the printer, there's still like a thin layer of resin on it. And you gotta wash everything in isopropyl alcohol to clean off that layer of resin. So it's in exactly this form, because I rinsed this stuff earlier today. So this isn't... What does the chemical itself do? It's a cleaner, isn't it? You use isopropyl alcohol to clean stuff. So you use the medical grade quality stuff. That's the stuff that's in alcohol patches when they go to like draw your blood. They use that to like sanitize your skin before they draw blood, so they don't accidentally give you an infection when they poke you. Why is it foam when it touches an infection? You're thinking of No, what are you thinking of? It's not isopropyl alcohol. I was gonna say hydrochloric acid, but that's not right. Hydrogen peroxide. ISO does as well? I don't believe you. I don't think it does. In a smaller, less visible form? Oh. Then I don't know. It reacts to the bacteria? Oh. My Saturn screen died. I looked up how to fix it, and I have to take the whole thing apart. Yeah, I had to replace the screen on my Saturn 3, which was a little harrowing at first, but now that I've done it once, now I'm like, okay, I really love my Saturn 3. Because now if this screen goes out again, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm not afraid to do it. And it won't take me a week to build up the nerve and the courage. It'll just be done in a day. I still need to take apart and fix my Saturn 4. But that one probably needs a new screen too. I probably killed the screen on that. It's cleaning bacteria on the residual of your print. There is no way there's bacteria on the print of these models, because they get cured in UV light, and UV light would blow up any bacteria that's on it. Did I bring it into open air? Not until after it's cured. But there's still uncured resin. That's the more dangerous stuff in 3D printing. I would hope there isn't loads of bacteria hanging out. I don't know how bacteria could hang out in resin. This stuff's pretty toxic to humans, and I gotta think, like, for, you know, bacterium living on the surface would have a hard time. That's why I've got gloves on. I wouldn't touch this stuff barehanded. Not until after it's fully cured. This is in a mostly cured state. If it's like working with metal, it affects the ability to meld or weld. Bacteria does? That's crazy if true. Oh, shoot. Oh, the oils in your skin do it. I would believe the oil in the skin doing it too. The oils on our skin can mess up, I know it can mess up like painting and other processes too. Want to go bald early? Run your hands through your hair. Huh, I know a streamer that has a tick where he frequently runs his hands through his hair. Alright, Mumei's other boot. We're almost done with Mumei. I'm not gonna cure anything tonight, because I don't want to take gloves on and off, on and off, on and off. So we'll just work on getting all of our parts ready to be cured. And curing's the boring part. I can't even show that on camera because it's over there. See, I'm pointing off camera. You can't see it, and I don't have a camera to swap to, but it's over there. Ido, Endy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? We're working on some resin printed prints tonight. I've got Hornet right here. You can see her little body. We'll pop her on next. But we're finishing up on Mumei because I have an order to send Mumei to Japan. So I need to get her ready to go out. I like that you're not using cut-resistant gloves while rocking the X-Acto. Yeah, the plan there is just not cut myself. Would the correct PPE be to wear the nylon gloves to protect myself from the chemical and cut resistant over top? Or nylon over the cut resistant? It's just stage 2 cut resistant gloves. Oh. Yeah, in my practice here is just don't cut yourself, 5-head. I need to get one of those ultrasonic knives. I keep talking about it. I just need to pull the trigger on it. Little vibrating knives that cut through the plastic way easier. Because the X-Acto does a good job, but I need a better knife for this. And the snippers do a really good job, but the problem is, like when you clip through, there's like a shockwave at force. That can like break the pieces early, or in spots that I'm, not where I want it to break off the supports. So I'm real cautious about using those. I put it on my wedding anniversary, my wedding registry. Yeah. I might just put your $100 towards the knife. It's fun to watch you struggle. Oh, thanks. Now, you're the second person to recommend a Dremel to me, so if I could find a Dremel that didn't damage the prints... I know they have like a high RPM and a low RPM mode, so if I could figure out a way to do that correctly, I think it would be pretty cool. If I could make this go faster, it would really help my processing time. He's talking to me like I don't know what a Dremel is. It might be worth experimenting on. Because I've already spent an hour just trying to get Mumei off her supports. Can this all come off? What is it? Where is this still attached? Here we go. Oh! Alright. That's what we're looking for. See, sometimes I have no problem just pulling on the supports and letting them rip off, but when they touch features like ears and stuff, I'll make sure I do it good. No, it's not the Fury soundtrack, it's White Bat Audio. You're right, I don't know the chemical composition of alcohol. See, hopefully... yeah, all that can be sanded down. Not worried about the weird little bumps. This is the part that's going to give me nightmares, is her spindly hair. Try and get all the supports off of that carefully. I love Fury a lot. I still need to, that's one of the ones I have a script written down for my review. I just need to actually sit down and record it and edit it. But my problem is I wrote a bunch of reviews and I haven't recorded any of them, so I probably just need to just start plugging away at it. And like anything else, it'll be once I get into a flow of it and get into a rhythm, they'll become easy again. I don't know, I hate myself sometimes because like I used to do weekly videos on the old channel on such a boring topic. Now I've got so many topics that I have so much interest in, I just can't I just can't do it. I don't know what it is, man. But yeah, I know how my Fury intro... I already know how the intro would go, because I know what song I'd pick, I know how I'd edit it. I have not watched an episode of DSNN, I'm sorry. This might be where the scissors come into play. I'm sorry, dude, I just didn't keep up with the guy. I'd maybe pop in a Discord to watch a restream or catch a Tevin or Ann style recap, but I wasn't watching a lot of it. Hey, what's up, Lixian? That looks cool. It's just hair right here. But, thank you. How are you doing? I've got Mumei's here. Hair here. That's the word I was using. And as delicate as it is, hopefully I can get it off of the supports without damaging it. You're writing a book right now. Oh, cool. Good luck with that. I have a couple family members who are writers, so I know how hard it is to write a book, and then to also get it published. But I didn't know I had a cousin that wrote thrillers, like crime thrillers, so I bought one of his books, and I was actually really impressed with how good it is. So I started ordering more of them. But yeah, good luck with writing the book. I know that's tough. Crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled monsters. What? Ah! Oh my god. That's not noticeable. Maybe I have to reprint it. Like the tip, the very tip. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. Oh my god, maybe it isn't noticeable if I have to zoom in this close. So what are we making here? So on the thumbnail, there's if you go left to right, I'm trying to remember. Oh no, I remember my own thumbnail. We have Hornet from Silk Song. We have Mumei from Hololive, which is one I'm working on right here. We have Petra from Fire Emblem, and Dooby, who is a indie VTuber. I have recently printed all of them on my 3D printer, but now I have to get them off these annoying supports before we can cure them and send them away. How much for a DSN and React? I don't know if I'll react to it on stream, but if you want me to watch an episode, I'll watch an episode. I can do that for you. Okay, maybe I'll stop pulling. It's for Maddie. I hope Maddie's been doing well. I see him pop on RimWorld every once in a while. What's DSNN? It's the Dense Style News Network. Dead channel because I'm William-itis. Editing sucks. The editing does suck. I've been good. How are you? Sorry, YouTube changed all the names. Were you... Did I know you as Not Lily. Was it Lily? Everyone forced everyone to use their @ names. Now I don't recognize anyone. Glad to hear you're great. Lissy, that's what it was. Or was it always Lixian? I'm sorry if I got you mixed up with, if I'm getting you mixed up with someone else in my head. It's just Lixian. Okay. Oh! Okay, that's a problem. Her, Ahoge. That needs to be fixed. So there is a way I can fix this. I'd be painting right now. Well, I do have some painting commissions that I'm working on next. Fudge. I am so pissed that that did not come off correctly. I haven't... Oh, wait. I think the hole is right here. Okay. Okay. We can fix this. I'll be right back. This is my super secret technique for fixing mistakes. Is to take a bit of resin on a toothpick. Just got done with streaming, now I'm sweaty. Well, you're playing, what'd you say, Rock Band? That makes sense. Alright, put a little bit of wet resin on the hole and the hair. And a little UV light. Hopefully we can get this fixed. Or I can glue it. Okay, I think I need resin. Okay, that should be good. I do not like glue all that much. Yeah, glue can suck sometimes. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard to hold? It's like rolling in my grip. I can't get it to... Gross hair out of the way. All right, we'll try to fix it. I just gotta hope the wet resin cures and fixes the bond. Otherwise, I gotta glue it. My buddy had the whole discography of Breaking Benjamin. Yeah, Breaking Benjamin was awesome. They did one of the Halo songs, didn't they? Blow Me Away for Halo 2. Hell yeah. Yeah, one of these days I need to sit down and make my own playlist of like video game music or something. Get some Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, put it all into one playlist. You ever have a song stuck in your head and can't remember the lyrics? Yep. I saw them live after Halo 2 launched, and they started with Blow Me Away. Oh, that's so cool. I haven't seen them in concert. I bet they'd be awesome in concert. And look, just like that, you can't even tell I screwed it up. Okay, stress gone. We fixed it. Now the last piece and the biggest piece, it's her base. This one's a bit more durable, so I don't mind using... What is that? Well, it's what the character will stand on. It's some wooden branches and some rocks. And then there's holes to put the mushrooms and the flowers from the character onto here. Large venues ruin it. Saw them at Slabtown in Portland. Max capacity 400 people, including 100 in the bar. Oh, wow. Yeah, I saw Dave Matthews Band in concert, and I mean, like, the place was absolutely packed. I can't remember the name of the concert hall, and it's changed so many names now that even if I said a name, I think I'd be wrong. But, I mean, it was packed, like, wall-to-wall with people. I mean, even in the lawn. And, oh my god, concerts are... concerts are so greedy. It's like, you wanted to go buy a beer. It was like $18 for a beer. I was like, oh, gross. You know... And then we had long tickets because we went and saw it. It was a nice summer in the Midwest, you know, so we thought it would be comfortable or whatever. And that really pissed me off. And I wish I did say something, but I wish I like stood up more. But, like, I'm there with my girlfriend, my sister and her boyfriend, and a couple other people too, I think. And just some dude bros just like whip out their schlongs and start pissing in the lawn. And I'm like, guys, fucking put them away. There's ladies about, like, Jesus Christ. Didn't say anything to security, but I told them to, like, knock it off. And they kept, like, yeah, they were drunk and just being gross. Sounds like I was instigating. Yeah. Telling them to not piss in front of my girlfriend and my sister. Klipsch Music Theater. Or, not music theater. Music hall? But it's not called Klipsch anymore. Oh, I saw Warped Tour there, and that was pretty cool. Way back in the day. I don't even know if they still do Warped Tour. It just started back up? No kidding, really? New sponsor? Oh, that's sick. Yeah, they had, when I saw them, it was Hurt, it was Flyleaf. Actually, I can only remember Hurt and Flyleaf. Oh. They used to do it for free outside the Clackamas Town Center in Portland. I was there every year. Oh, that's cool. No, I think I had to pay to go to it. Vans gave away so many free shoes. Oh, that would be cool too. Alright, we're going to work on Hornet from Silksong now. This is a much smaller Hornet than the other Hornet you saw me do. If you were around for the last hand cam stream. I'm not setting up overpriced chairs on the stream. No, but I do need a new chair. That's another thing I haven't invested in myself yet. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish Hollow Knight on Thursday so we can start Silksong still. But if Silksong's better than Hollow Knight, I thought Hollow Knight was really good. So I can't wait to start Silksong next. I also need to play Expedition 33 at some point, which I'll probably do after after Final Fantasy Tactics. My Hollow Knight skills are lacking. I gotta get good. Hey, I beat the game, just with the bad ending. Well, I figured out how to unlock the White Palace last time, and we got a little bit into it. It's a purely platforming segment, so we'll just have to patiently platform on Thursday. But Darnsig was saying it'd be about... No, we're going to do the White Palace on Thursday. I got there last time, but I didn't beat it. But Darnsig was saying how there's probably enough content left for me to do one more stream. Silksong is as hard as expected, but fun. Yeah, I was hoping it's difficult, but also fun and has cool mechanics like Hollow Knight did. I haven't beaten it yet. I got an ending and I got the credits, so I technically beat it. Duh. We found John Hollow Knight and we killed him. Which was a cool boss fight. But he was not as hard as some of the other bosses I had fought in that game. What boss messed me up? The hidden boss, the Vessel, was really tough. There was a guy here screaming about throwing his chairs. Your muscle memory trips you up. Hornet plays differently. Oh. Yeah, I saw she has a little cape puff, and she can flutter with that. The little guy doesn't get that. You got a question for me? Go ahead and ask. Okay, this song's pretty sick so far. Do I know the guy known as Die Hardman? Nope. Sorry. In German, that would be The Hardman. He's from Death Stranding. Okay, I haven't played that yet. I need to, though. I need to play it in front of my wife, too, because she's a huge Mads Mikkelsen fan. that piece shot off and hit me in the mouth. It'd be really funny if I had a face cam and we could do an instant replay on that. Oh my, I need a new glove. Before my thumb starts touching this stuff. I've got too many illnesses to get resin poisoning to add to that list. I don't think you spoiled by asking if I knew who so-and-so was from a video game. Because my answer is no. And I don't know who they are in the game. I just know it's a game that I've been meaning to play. Especially, I saw parts of Death Stranding 2 played, and it looks fun because they put like Petra in there and stuff like that, so. Yeah, I think it'd be an interesting game to play. That's just, I don't know. I might have to do less gaming streams and more painting streams because, like I said, there's a lot of painting I need to do, and there's people paying me to paint, so I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Is focusing on painting. Which is pretty cool. I like painting. And I think it's cool that people pay me to paint. It is really heartfelt for some scenes. Yeah, I heard the writing for it is really good, but I mean, like, you would kind of expect that from Kojima, right? Brother, please. Number one rule of knives, cut away from yourself as I almost take off my pinky nail. But I feel like I have more control when I'm pulling it towards me. Until you don't have control. True. Okay. See, I told you she'd be quick. So she's got 2 spots on the base. Where's my nearest first aid kit with a butterfly kit? In my bathroom. There's Hornet. And I think there's her needle because she doesn't use a nail, right? Ideally, we would glue it together, but she's got a little hook in her hand so you can hold it. I just broke her foot. Her feet are so tiny. All right, we'll stop messing with it. I broke both her feet. Oh. I mean, look how tiny her feet are. That was supposed to be holding her in the base. All right, we'll glue it. That'll fix it. We're done with the playlist, so you know what that means. Time for the good music. Yeah, who cares if I get claimed? No problem, Exodus. Glad to be your background noise of choice, since I know there are a million. Did they claim? I won't be able to monetize this stream afterwards, but who cares? Or I have to do ad sharing or whatever it is. But it won't take down the stream. Alright. Let's work on Petra next. I'll be right back. Let me go grab her pieces. I said Petra, I mean that Petra. No, the other Petra. The Three Houses Petra. Yeah, that Petra. I had followed this guy on Patreon long enough that I got a loyalty reward where I get to pick one of his old models to get for free. And it's already a disaster. Nothing he can do. Oh, the chair building stream? I don't know why he thought that would be a good stream. Like, just build the chair. I don't know. Yeah, it's happening right now. So this is a different artist than the last model I did, than the last two models. The last two were both by Remy Sculpts. This one's by Azurama, and I like his models a lot, but they tend to be a little bit heavier on the pre-supports. So they won't go get cut as easily as the other stuff does with an X-Acto. So we're gonna have to use the snippers here. He's gonna build an L desk. See, I got a desk that could either be built in an L configuration or a double, and I went with the double configuration. So I have my gaming computer over there. I'm pointing this way. And then this computer here. You developed an allergy. Oh, I'm sorry. I've gotten some new allergies as I've gotten older, too. The problem with, unless he has the AI robot turned on for his camera to track him around the room, you're going to get so much of him either sitting in the chair, reading instructions, or not even on camera, shouting about building pieces. He's crashing out. No, he can't crash out. He told the new Asmongold audience that he's changed. The trolls made him crash out. Comes in a little bit earlier. Oh, we did it. Nothing broke. Let's keep going. See, we got Petra. We got her braids. Oh, some of these are popping off pretty easily. Nice. Only I had the proper tools. What, beyond an X-Acto and snippers? With a blade designed for single-use purposes? Do I need to replace my blade that frequently? I've got more blades over there. I could put a new one in. That just popped out on its own. It jumped at me. Ooh, that's still raw resin in there. Hang on, I need to spray this out. Be right back. Alright. We sprayed that with isopropyl. Get the resin off of it. But I'm gonna let it dry before I keep working. X-Acto blades are thin, they have micro rolls. If whatever you're cutting catches on one, it'll twist on you. Is that something I need to worry about with things on this scale? Alright, you're making me paranoid. Hello? Can you let go of the blade, please? Thank you. Hey, Nabil, how are you doing? Alright, I can't find my spare blades. So, we let it ride. And we'll go to Hobby Lobby and pick up more blades. I know I had a case of blades, but I don't know where it is. I thought I had it over with my sanding stuff, but it's not there. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's Monday, back from a holiday. Had a great time with family. I cooked an awesome turkey this year. And now I have an order on the Etsy store that I have to ship out this week. That was Mumei. I was working on her earlier. So later this week, I'll have to cure her in the curing station, sand her, wrap her, and then package her nicely to send her to Japan, so she survives customs and shipping and all that. And then I'm just working on a couple other characters so I can add them to the store. And then next we're going to have to work on some painting, because someone paid me to paint something for them, so we'll start working on that next time. Oh, bro, that kind of just like fell off there. All right. I do have a box for her parts. I can put them in there. I need to cover this up. It is driving me nuts. I don't want to be Mr. Views, but having my view count right here is making me go, ah. I'd rather just not know. Okay. It's bad for morale. Stop showing it to me. Okay, I need to listen to a different song. Oh wait, hang on. If this is video game music, it's mostly video game music. Check the one I sent you. Wait, hang on. Who sent me a friend request? Shannon. One mutual server. Competitive Hearthstone. It's probably a bot. Damn, dude. Looking good. Okay. Wait, why is Maddie sad? What did you clip me out of context? Yeah, of course I'm still playing Hearthstone. Well, I haven't recently, but I'm still in the server. I never left the server. Hey, what's up, Dave? How you doing? Oh, I'm saying I didn't watch DSNN. Yeah, sorry. Oh, he was half of the team. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I hope he kept watching from the clip, and I said, oh, I hope Maddie's doing well. I see him play RimWorld all the time. Or not all the time, but sometimes. He plays other games too. Just make sure you look bad. Alright. For a pity view. Yeah, I don't know if Mercenary's still here. I know he's a huge Fire Emblem fan. I thought he'd like to see the Petra model when I'm done. Hey, life's going good. My Thanksgiving was awesome. Hope yours was good. We got a couple new orders on the Etsy store. It's the final week of the giveaway. So if you guys want a hand-painted sculpture of Virginia from Unicorn Overlord, you can follow the link. And don't worry, if you already follow me on Twitch and Twitter, you can still get credit. I found a playlist of Sea of Stars, so we're going to be on that for a while. Ate till it was hard to lay down and fell asleep. Bro, I ate so much at Thanksgiving, my fiance was like, oh, I made you a dessert, and I felt so bad because she really pays attention to like my food allergies and stuff, and I was like, I have no room. I've played Sea of Stars, yeah. So that's why I have the music playing, because I like the music. I need to go back and get the true ending for it. Or all the conch shells or whatever. Time to activate the second stomach, yeah. We had so much turkey left over. My fiance got a 14-pound turkey for 4 people. So it seemed like a lot, but I mean the leftovers were gone in like 3 days. Not even 3 days. 2 days. This is some absurd music? What? Have you not played this game? This song is banging. Actually, all the tracks in this game were banging. There was not a single song in Sea of Stars that was bad. Reminds me of Clown Court. Well, would it help if the context is you're fighting a ghost pirate and his giant sea dragon? And this song plays? No, not 3 days. It was probably closer to 2 days it was all gone. But it made good leftovers. My fiance got a bread maker for her birthday, and she's been making a lot of homemade bread. And it was awesome to make leftover turkey sandwiches with fresh baked bread. Pretty cool. Pretty cool combo. Oh yeah, her mom made stuffing with like celery and apple. It was really good. When I was a kid, I was never big on stuffing. I thought it was like one of the worst Thanksgiving dishes there was. But I don't know, I thought this stuffing was pretty godlike. I ate so much of it. Resin, some of this is alcohol. I wonder if I need to spray it again. mostly just alcohol. Yeah, stuffing's amazing when it's done right. And then my guilty pleasure at Thanksgiving is the was there a ham? No ham this year. I thought my dad did a ham on Thanksgiving, but I think I got Thanksgiving mixed up with Christmas. But no, just a lot of turkey this year. Does that look intentional? What's right there? Or did I accidentally tear a piece off? Oh, I did accidentally tear a piece off. Shoot. It's a big hole in the head. We can fix that. It's too much. And we cure for a minute. When are we getting a multiplayer Zomboid run? I don't know. I need to survive till like the power in the water gets shut off in a normal Zomboid run. My brother-in-law made a salty ham, one of the saltiest hams I've ever tasted. It made the Dead Sea jealous and envious. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Salt's really good on the skin of stuff because it helps crisp the outside. Something, draw out the moisture. Something. But, yeah, if you overdo it with the salt, it can be bad. Atlas was my guide. I need a coach. No, I'm trying to get some detractors together to play some Dota too, because there's a Monster Hunter event going on for Dota, and I know a lot of people like Monster Hunter. It's like, guys, let's just all queue up together and slam some Dota. 5 out of 10 would try it again. Bro, there's a guy I follow on Twitter. He used to do TikToks. I don't know if he got banned off of TikTok, but a chef reacts, and he'll react to some of the grossest like food hacks and stuff. But even though like he'll say like 1 out of 10, he always ends with like, I'd still try it. Like he's just that, he recognizes he's that much of a fat ass. That yeah, I'd give it a shot. Yeah, I haven't played Space Marine 2 since they added any of the fun stuff in. That's my bad. Right now, I've just been playing like Slay the Spire, Battlefield 6, and Zomboid. And Tactics on stream. Tactics is tomorrow night, by the way. I can't wait to get back into more Tactics. Smoking alcohol? No, I don't remember that. I'm a boomerist like you, I guess. More Slay the Spire music. I complained about Azurama having sometimes too tight supports, but like I say, the Petra ones have actually been coming off pretty smoothly. Probably need to rinse it again, yeah, to support stuff. Sent you the vid, there's only re-uploads of it now. Okay, I'll check it out later. I'm not watching it right now. Still find it odd that the start of year for millennials to Gen Z is 1997. I was born in 89, so that doesn't include me. He's old! He's fat! I hear that is still disputed. Which part? Like where millennials are? What year separates them? Yeah, there's a dispute. Because there's a group of people that don't want to be lumped in that category. Like, no, don't count me. Make it the year ahead of me. Did I redeem today? Nope, not today. I do need to redeem this week. It's the start of a new month. They're all separated by a technology divide. Yeah. Yeah, my whole life has really been about growing up with technology changing. Dial-up to broadband to fiber optic. Floppy drives to CD drives to thumb drives to cloud storage. Hard drives to solid state drives. Boomers had it easy, no internet, no distractions. Just old enough that I played with an Atari, but I still had a Super Nintendo. And oh, it does feel like a little bit like the golden age is gone. I think it's because a lot of it just became a moneymaker instead of being a hobby or a fun thing, you know? The golden age of gaming died with Fable? Corporatized, yeah. I mean, it's wild to me now to see like how popular Lego is. They've got Lego stores in the mall now. You've got Lego content creators and stuff. And I remember growing up as a kid being into Lego and getting, you know, beat up and made fun of for it. Now it's a cool hobby to have. No, I don't remember EA calling their programmers artists. $300 for some Lego. Yeah, and the Legos now aren't like even designed to be played with. It's like, here, make some Lego plants and just look at them. They're cool. Don't get me wrong. I have some of them. I've fallen victim to this. It's just wild to me how it, I don't know, went from niche to mainstream. Hey, what's up, Reggie? How are you? Lego was a toy to have for decades, as you could play with them with your other Legos from other eras of time. Hell yeah. Have your space Legos and your cowboy Legos and your knight Legos all connect and play together. Getting ready for your trip tomorrow. Are you going somewhere cool? Yeah, hopefully your trip doesn't get delayed by the snow. Though you're not near me, so you're probably not getting any of this lake effect crap. Your Shell gas station set, I forgot that they... Yeah, you had the Lego town sets, which was just like fire trucks and airplanes and stuff. I love those a lot too. 8 inches last night, that's how big your boyfriend was? Got him! Heyo! The land of crabs and family, so it's pretty cool. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I haven't had crab in a while. That sounds so good right now. Closest thing I've had is some shrimps. I'm getting some more snow right now. I walked Rocky before the stream, and I saw it was all coming down, and my taskbar on Windows is like, hey, winter advisory warning for your location. I was like, Windows, I don't remember telling you that you're allowed to track my location. Of course, the week I'm gone is the week you're going to be most active in a while. Yeah, it's... yeah. My schedule's mostly normal this week. I have a corporate Christmas party I have to go to this Friday. And I was talking to a couple people at work today, and they're like, oh yeah, it's very formal. Like, you need to wear a suit. I was like, dude, I don't own a suit. So I have to buy a suit before Friday. And then I was also being really obnoxious and being like, okay, hey, I need to make sure my dietary stuff is handled. Yeah, time for drinks. Yeah. I said, please have some non-alcoholic beers for me. Where's the vegan beer? Yeah, I need the vegan beer. The no alcohol. Is there vegan beer? A lot of beer is vegan. My brother's very vegan and he pays attention to stuff better than I do, but there's some beers that use like weird like fish air bladders for like some flavor or process or something, so not all beer is vegan. So, but I mean, like, he's vegan for the whole ethical and health parts. I'm vegan because my body doesn't like. I'm mostly vegan, I guess. I just find myself gravitating towards vegan products because I can't do egg and dairy, and egg and dairy is in so much of our food that I'm just kind of find myself gravitating towards the vegan sections in grocery stores. My plan in life is only wear a suit 4 times in my life. Okay, funeral and wedding are the 2 obvious ones. Where are the other 2? Interview? No, but you probably get interviewed more than twice in your life. Is this Final Fantasy music? No, we're not playing Kitty City. Getting cremated, no suit needed. Oh, then I don't know where you would wear your suit 4 times in your life. A stream for the hearing impaired? Is the music too loud? All of a sudden, Ink's Blessing, you've been here like 2 hours and now you're gonna tell me the music's too loud? A tiny bit, thank you. Oh, it is Kingdom Hearts. Alright, hopefully that's better. I'm sorry. Man, I need to find something to finish the stream on. Oh, maybe I can get away with playing this. I don't know what the 4 times are, but I'm only doing it 4 more times. Okay. I should replay Chrono Trigger. So I like Reggie's plan that he's only going to wear his suit 4 more times, and he just doesn't know what the 4 times are going to be. I accidentally minimized OBS. Hang on a second. Okay, back. Life better pick carefully. After this. So guys, Dooby has a ton of parts, so I think after I finish with Petra, we're gonna call it a night. We'll just take our time with Petra and make sure we do her correctly. But that way I can get to curing these parts, getting them ready to be put together for the listing pictures, and get Mumei together for my order. Wait, hang on. We're on a Toxic Eternity playlist. Is this man with the machine gun? Still more fighting. Damn. Fake fan here. Final Fantasy VII boss theme. Do you guys think I should do a poll for the next giveaway? I mean, I would try to fit in enough time to paint another character. How would I put in an order for one to be made? One what to be made? Oh my god, did I just rip off part of her hair? Or is that a support? Does that look like a piece of hair or a support? I think it's a support. Are we being pulled to do a poll? I mean, I'd have to do a longer poll. Okay, let's see how it comes. Oh, it's definitely not hair. Well, I'm just not sure if I should, like, pick a character that I would enjoy painting, or if I should, like, pick a character that you guys would like to try to win, you know? And if it was for you guys, then I would, you know, set up a poll of, like, some characters that I think you guys would like to see. Gonna paint the panties on all of them? Yes, if they have modeled panties, I will paint them. As long as they ain't Dimitri. Nope, if I paint Dimitri, it's for myself. Like ordering a character for you to make. If you've looked at the store and there's a character that you've seen on the store, we can talk about it. Do a mini of the guy from Fury. I don't have that model, so I don't do the 3D models. I follow these artists on Patreon and I get their models that way. And I just print them and sell them. Do I have a link to my shop on YouTube? No. Yeah, it's on... You signed up on the giveaway. You should have looked at the shop, Shaq. It's Arcane Figure Works on Etsy. And you'll see the potion bottle and you'll know it's me. No, I should be linking the shop, though, in the YouTube descriptions. Yeah, I called him out. Admonished him. I need to blow my nose. The cold is making my nose run. I hate it. Hopefully it's not been making me sound nasally. Maybe a little. Nothing I can do. Speaking of nothing I could do, not any more than usual, thanks. I thought it was really funny that Wings canceled on him and then ended up streaming Arc Raiders. And then anytime anyone mentioned DSP in his chat, they got banned. I thought that was pretty funny of Wings to do that. Imagine trying to tell people from the newer generations about internet and modern cell phone tablets and everything. Bro, like, even just dial-up. Like, yeah, you had to get on the internet through your phone line. If you got a phone call, it would kick you off. And you had to sit through that obnoxious dial-up sound. The scream. Oh, it was awful. That's just how you had to get on the internet. That's how I played StarCraft back in the day. Oh, payphones. Yeah, that'd be a wild one to explain to the newer generation. Yeah, we didn't have phones in our pocket, so we had to go to a phone, and it wasn't a free phone. You had to dial. You had to remember phone numbers. That's another one that people don't remember anymore. The phone book, dude. Long distance calling. Or even when we first got cell phones and it was like, you had to pay, what, 5 cents a text message? You had minutes? There was no unlimited call and texting? And then, like, some of those phone companies are like, oh, unlimited talk and text after, like, 9 p.m.? And you and your friends would just stay up late texting each other? By friends, I mean boyfriends and girlfriends. Used to run up the bill texting. Yeah, we all did. I mean, all us popular kids, obviously. Oh yeah, you had cards that you had to dial for long distance calling too. I don't know, in some ways it's great that we're more connected these days than we ever have been. I just want to see how her parts go together. I didn't realize there were supports on the inside. Ten, 3, 2, 1 is now 10, 10, 3, 2, 1. Did you guys have, wait, was it? I can't remember it now. Oh my god, but the jingle was like, dial down the center. 1-800 bumpa 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 ba. Or something like that. But it was like one of those collect calling stuff. Sorry, I'm gonna dry fit Petra's parts together before we call it a night, just so I can see how cool she looks in person. Oh my god, she might be too unbalanced. Oh, that doesn't look right. There's a middle. There's gotta be a middle part. So her hair does this. How old TVs were like 100 pounds for a 32-inch screen? Yeah, our old gaming monitors were gargantuan too back in the day. Those CRT monitors. Yeah, I used to go to LAN parties a lot. That's another one you could try explaining to the younger generation. We would pack up our computers because we didn't have laptops that were strong enough to play the games. Look how cool she is. Alright, she's weirdly balanced. Alright, I can't fit the whole thing together. Hopefully this is a support, not an actual piece. But Petra looks cool. That's all that matters. We'll have to cure her to make sure that'll make the fit better, because the curing shrinks the resin just slightly. It'll make everything slide in better. Giggity. I guess people don't say giggity anymore now. Now it's no diddy, right? The slang keeps changing, man. So what are these slots in her hair for? Are there supposed to be 2 of these? Or maybe those are just drain holes. Give it the time to, man. Maybe I was supposed to print 2 of these. I can print another one still. It's just full of resin in there. Okay, these she needs to get rinsed again. Long story short, before I cure her. I remember when raw dogging meant something different than it does today. Wait, what does raw dogging mean to you? Yeah, where does this clip into? Oh, does it go on her arm here? Oh, maybe it does like this. Oh, I hate flying, Reggie. I'm totally with you on the anxiety. That's why I always get to the airport like 3 hours before my takeoff time. So that way I have all the time in the world to find my parking, make it through security, find my gate. And then once I'm there, cool, I can relax. And that's when I can like finally relax. But I have to get there early just because I'm not going to sleep. I'm just going to stress the whole time. I'm going to hate it until I'm like there. And I always just bring a book to like read and chill while I'm waiting. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap things up here, guys, so I can take all this, put it through the curing station, and then pose it for the pictures. So we can put it on the listing. All right. Yeah, so that's it for tonight. Sorry, guys. If I start on another character, I'll be here all night, but I do have work in the morning. So we got 3 of the 4 done, and one of the ones was an important one because it is an order that I had to ship out this week. So works out really well. Let's see. We can. I like Toxic Eternity. Hopefully they don't claim the stream, but they do metal covers of video game music. You guys should check them out. And then let's go ahead and find a couple people to raid. We'll find someone to raid here on YouTube. Oh, I haven't raided Ariel in a long time, and she's playing D&D. And it's session 2, so we might not miss anything cool. It's number 28. Never mind. But she started like an hour ago, so she should still be going for a little bit tonight. I might have another order soon. Love it. I appreciate the support, Shaq. And Inked Blessing, if he's still here, for the $100 super chat. That was really cool. Tomorrow night, guys, will be more Final Fantasy Tactics. We just did the mission where we picked up the machinist dude, and we learned about, I don't know, a whole machinist airship kind of stuff. But no, we still got to rescue the princess and keep her alive in the Final Fantasy version of Game of Thrones. But yeah, keep an eye out on Twitter. I'll have once these guys are all cured, I'll have listing photos and I'll take pictures of all that stuff and put it out there. And yeah, hopefully you guys entered the giveaway. The giveaway is worldwide. It is not limited to just the United States. So if you're what I think looks cooler, steampunk or dieselpunk. I don't know what dieselpunk looks like. But if you've been shy about entering the giveaway because you live in Canada or other parts of the world, no fret. I am shipping the Virginia statue worldwide, so be sure to get in. And this is the last week for it. And then, yeah, thank you guys so much for the support so far. We've got 1 month left in the year, so let's make it a let's end on a high note, despite all the hiccups we've had this year. Cool. All right. Go say hi to Ariel if you guys are sticking around. Otherwise, have a great night, and I look forward to streaming some tactics tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.